What's happening? What's happening? Giving all praises to the Most High God. Once again, you back in here with your boy Bam Bam Better Young. I want to watch Three Favorite Sons. Your drum major for justice, because there is no justice for just us. Representing East Side ours, because the East Side is ours, and we take care of ours. Always gonna be standing them 10 toes down on them 10-fold grounds, man. Thank you for tuning in for tonight's show. What we gonna talk about tonight on WattGo? What's going on, baby? What's going on? With all this craziness in the streets, man. We had peace once before. Beautiful peace, lasted a real long time, and I know a lot of people tend to wonder what happened to that peace. The truth is, everybody that come from that time, yeah, we know what happened to it. Being a baby of the gang truce, man, and being a little kid watching all those brothers put in all that hard work, trying to change the streets forever. And to an extent, they did change the streets forever, man, but Satan cometh immediately. And without the proper structure, man, you can't expect nothing to stay standing without the proper structure, proper foundation. And something was missing, man, and that was the Most High God. God was present, don't get me twisted, or it wouldn't have never been no peace at all. But in order to maintain that peace, we had to come back to who we really are. And we so much more than Crips and Bloods and Parus and Hoovers and all that stuff, man. Y'all so much more special than that. And all right, the information is coming, and the liberation, the true liberation of the mind is coming to those who are weaned from the milk, drawn from the breast. But we gonna see what we gonna see. We get to see it. Like I said, once again, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in, man. Praising all, giving all praise to the Most High God that you still breathing. Because if you're still breathing, you got opportunity to get it right. And that's all I want to see happen. I want to see my people get it right, man. Got so much to do with so little time that we better figure it out quick. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, man, let's get up into these videos, man. I got a nice little list of videos that I want to get off into and discuss. Because like I said, what happened to the peace, man? How can these streets be back like they is, as bad as they is, when once upon a time we had peace? Let's get off into it. No better way to get into it than to go to the OGs, man. The OGs, who was the ones that helped put it all together, man. We got some old footage and some more up-to-date footage dealing with this overall problem, man. What happened to our peace, man? We had peace, man. So let's take a trip, man. We'll go back in time, then we gonna go all a little farther back. Ask your father, he will show you. Ask your elders. Ask your father, he will tell thee. Ask your elders, and they will show thee. So we're gonna go back with the fathers, and then we're gonna go all the way back with the fathers. Let's go. Let's check it out, man. Boom. Boom.
Breaking news at 6 o'clock. At least 5 people have been taken to the hospital after a shooting at a corner market in South Los Angeles. Hello, I'm David Ono.
I'm Giovanna Lotta. Police are searching for possibly 3 people involved with the shooting. Eyewitness News reporter Leanne Suter is live near Manchester and Figueroa with new information from police this afternoon. Leanne.
Giovanna, David, that's right. We are waiting for Mayor Karen Bass as well as LAPD Chief Jim McDonald. They are expected here at the scene in about 5 to 10 minutes to talk about the shooting. I'm going to step out of the way and show you the scene here in South Los Angeles. You can see it remains cordoned off as this investigation continues in front of the 7 Market here. That is where the gunfire erupted, leaving 5 injured. Here's what authorities had to say just a short time ago.
At about 2:30 this afternoon, our officers received a radio call of a shooting here at 8501 South Figueroa. When they arrived, they were able to confirm that we did have 5 victims of a shooting at this time, and they're being treated as we speak. At this time, all of this is preliminary. We do have casings here at scene, but we're walking the neighborhood, looking for video to confirm exactly what happened. And as you can see behind us, our officers and our investigators are at scene working through this as we speak.
Got a call for this Now, the LAPD initially told us that one of those 5 victims had died due to his gunshots, but now we are told that that is not the case, that he is one of at least 2 that are in critical condition. Investigators telling us that all of them are male victims between 19 to 35 years old. At this point, they say it does appear to be a gang-related shooting. All they have on the suspects at this point are 3 men who were dressed in hoodies. They apparently fled in a white Honda Civic. As you heard the captain there saying, they are now looking for surveillance video, anything that may give them more information as to exactly what happened. Now, a short time ago, Mayor Karen Bass released a statement saying that, quote, this incident of violence has disrupted the peace and will absolutely not be tolerated. She went on to say that the LAPD will be increasing their presence here in the South Los Angeles community, and that community violence interventionists will be working to de-escalate some of the concerns they have in
community crime interventionists will be helping to try to quell these issues that are going on in the streets. That's not how I went my time, man. Intervention was more about prevention. They flipped intervention into snitching, and that's why you don't have no real interventionists no more. Speaking of which, let's take a look at this.
Black goes against black. So
from left to right.
Check this out, man. Let's take it all the way back to Jim Brown house in the 90s, man. Oh, I was just a little baby, man. But I was up there. I witnessed what was going on up there amongst the brothers, man. They need a movement like this again. But let's take it back. Let's go back in time. Let's jump into the DeLorean real quick. My boy, little sleep right there, B-Bob Watts. I know big sleep, little sleep, and baby sleep.
What was it that led to the bonding, the truce, the peace, whatever you want to call it?
Well, what led to it? What happened was, check this out. Our program is.
May peace be upon my beloved teacher, man, T. Rogers, man. We lost T. We lost Jim. We lost a lot of good brothers, man, who played, man. We need, this new generation need brothers like these brothers were.
It's been in effect for 3.5 years. And our program deals with certain components. One of the components that we deal with is peace. Jim's house is a half an hour ride from any neighborhood, okay? Coming up that hill, man, you listen to the right music, you calm down, this is neutral ground, nobody's turf is up here. You know what I'm saying? So when you come up here, you got a different mindset. That's one of the reasons. We worked on that. We had 28 different gang sets that is affiliated with the program. And then we said, well, now we've done it this far, what can we do? One of the brothers from our program said, well, look, we got 4 of the major housing projects in Watts, and we got them together, 4 of the most notorious housing projects in Watts together. That would be a hell of a start. That was his assignment that he took on. That was his project. This was long before the uprising or the rebellion or even the riot.
What I'm asking is, apparently there's a pretty widespread general peace going on. What caused that?
Here we go again. We'll start at the beginning. One of the things, see, there's no rehabilitation in incarceration. And one of the things that we learned by being locked up is that we got to stick together. When a race war or a race riot goes down inside those correctional institutions, that's a laugh. That everything that is not black goes against black. So the brothers have learned to stick together. That is a temporary truce, a temporary peace between those warring gangs. That was one of the things that happened out in the streets, because it happened in the pen, it can happen in the streets. Now, long before the King incident, Latasha Harlins, see, you have to deal with a 2-tier system of haves and have-nots. When we can't stand up, just stand up. When we stand up, we get questioned. What are we doing? What are you standing up for? That's a doggone shame in America.
Look at Batman here. What are the difficulties going to be making this thing last? He called it a temporary peace. Is it temporary? Do you think it's going to?
OG Batman, peace be upon him too, man. We lost Batman, I believe, this year, man. OG Batman, man.
No, you misunderstood what I said. I said inside the jailhouse, it's a
He didn't misunderstand. He flipped it, just like what the media do.
temporary peace.
Okay, well, let's talk about the
Now, out on the streets, it will last as long as those brothers. Now, let me do this, man.
Shouts out to my boy Hezekiah, man. My man got a lot of footage, old school footage like this, man. Shouts out to him. Put his channel in the description. Go check him out.
First and foremost, we look at it differently. It is not a truce or a peace treaty. It is a bonding of black men who have stood up and came together. And when they came together, peace has happened to be one of the things on the agenda. See, we have been conditioned and trained to dislike another brother. You understand what I'm saying? Because of the color that he wears or where he lives. 20-some odd years of conditioning has taught us that. If you ask some of them young brothers that's very active in gangbanging, you ask them, why don't you like a Crip? Or why don't you like a Blood? His answer will be this. Oh.
Man, peace be up on my teacher, man. Nobody did it like T. Rogers. Go hit him with it, big dog.
He sounds like Scooby-Doo.
He sounds like Scooby-Doo. I don't know. This guy, I was one of them kids that didn't understand what none of it was about. That's why banging became a thing in the past with me at 12 years old or something like that. But these babies that's growing up now could tell you even less.
So when you start to ask some of the OGs what happened back in the days, they know the answers. Now, I'll give you this also. When the pleas went out from what was supposed to have been the black leaders in the community, i.e. the churches, the politicians, and all of those people, nobody stopped to listen to them. They are not our leaders. The leadership comes from the grassroots and the OGs. So when the OGs say, hey, look, this has got to stop, then the younger homeboys respect the OGs and they say, okay.
Let me ask you, how difficult is it going to be to make this thing last?
It ain't gonna be difficult.
Why?
Because the brothers are tired, man. We're tired of going through, can't go where we want to go. We're tired of killing each other, period, really.
Sick and tired of being sick and
Sick and tired of being sick and tired. Shouts out to my man Sleep, man. Miss my boy, man. Sleep is a good dude. Got them link chains on.
You know.
So it's not going to be difficult? Is that what you're saying?
It's not going to be difficult, man. Because everybody wants the same thing.
Now understand this on a realistic level. Good cops, bad cops. Good gang members, bad gang members. Good ex-gang members, bad ex-gang members. So it's good and bad in everything.
Man, you tell them, T. On the real, man. Because everybody didn't want peace. They just got outweighed by the people who do it. It's supposed to be the same way right now. I know these dudes don't want it. You know what it is? They didn't ever get to see what we saw. And they'll never see what we saw. They'll never see exactly what we saw when everybody came together like that in the JDs back in the day, man. They'll never get to see that. We got surrounded by the National Guard right there in Dust Town. Man, shouts out to the Grape Streets, man, on Wrecking, dog. They was the hood that opened their doors to everybody. Nobody can take that away from them.
So that's on a realistic level.
You think it's going to last?
Yeah, I know it's going to last.
What tells you that?
Because we be getting out there getting with it.
And what are you hearing when you get out there to promote this thing?
What do I hear?
Mm-hmm.
They want peace, they want love from other gangs.
Why do they want peace and love now as opposed to 6 months ago, 2 years ago? Why now?
Why? Well, the reason why, because 6 months ago, it was like everybody was tripping on this color thing, the red rag, the blue rag. But now, it ain't about colors no more. It's about brothers coming back together as one and eliminating the colors. We don't need colors no more.
Shouts out to OG Batman, man. Peace be up on that OG, man, on everything. He was a good dude. I knew dude, worked with dude. Bats was a good dude.
I'm trying to say, what is it?
Let me piggyback on that, man. Let me do this. And see, I'll be very honest with you, all right? That's Ray. Ray, that's right.
How you doing?
Yeah. Now, two things. When we inside them penitentiaries and we having them gang meetings and we out there and we ask them brothers, do you want to be successful? They say yes. Is there anybody out here that don't want to be loved? Raise your hand. No hand goes up. Everybody wants to be loved. Those are two common denominators that we can all center in on. Your question, here's your answer. We've always wanted peace. He doesn't want to go to jail. He doesn't want to die. I don't want to be humiliated in front of my baby or my lady. But through the uprising, through the rebellion, we've got a chance to say, hey, look, we came together under this cause. We can make this thing work. It was an emergency. It was an urgency that it was an emotion that ran wild. Now that we've calmed down and we're more logical thinking, we can make this work. It can happen.
Can I talk to you? Okay. As I'm sure you've heard, the police are saying,
OG Ray, big homie from Gray right here, my nigga Ray.
there's no way this thing's going to make it. No way it's going to last. It's going to go to pieces days, weeks, whatever. What do you think?
Shit, I think it's going to last. You know, our brother's tired of killing and dying and having to starve and hunger for their kids, you know. And we feel we got a program right here that can help us get out of it. It's a positive program, you know, we're doing successful. And I believe in it. You know, I believe in what's going on out there with our brothers. You know, we tired.
What made you want to get out of it?
Oh, I've been wanting to get out of it for about 3 years, 4 years. I got family. I got 3 kids. You know, I'm 24. I'm a young man with kids. It's hard to get a job. You know, things is coming down. I've been locked out. I've been shot. I done been through the worst. You know, well, I'm tired. I'm ready for the better now. You know, I'm tired of the worst. And I got a wife, you know, and kids, so... You know, she helped me get over this borderline.
Okay, you got a wife and a kid and you're 24. What about the guys who are 15, 16, who aren't as old as you, don't have the same commitment to a family? What's going to...
Well,
why are they going to go along with it?
Well, somewhat that's kind of what I'm here for. I'm like a big brother, you know. See, I have little brothers, little sisters, you know. And I go out and try to, you know, bring positive things to the neighborhood, help clean up some of this area. Because one time I was one of the negative, bad, messing up, writing on the walls, you know, carrying guns. And, you know, now I done changed my life. And I want this for my people. You know, they see I'm doing positive, I'm changing from the, you know, from the worst to the better. So, you know, they want that. They say I'm doing good, you know, so that's what they want to have.
What's going to be the hardest part of making it stay, making it stick?
Let me answer that.
Hard question.
Wait. Okay. Yeah, what's
There's a component here that's missing. It's funny because when you do interviews, you get it all from the police side, and you get it all from the opposition side. We've sat down and we met with that's High T, that's Ron.
How you doing?
We met with the police. We've had 2 meetings with the police, with Crash, Southborough, Valley View.
OG High Tower, man, resting in peace. Peace be upon Big High Tower, man, from Great. That's the G homie too, man. Remember him bringing the brother home from Jim House. We used to be up there DJing and stuff. So, yeah, see, they're at Jim Brown House right now doing this little interview thing, man. What you're seeing here is a nerve. It's like the nerve stem. There's a few cats missing. You don't see Daoud, you don't see Akila, you don't see my brother Twilight. And there's others that are not necessarily in this particular interview. But up at Jim Brown House, you had a meeting of brothers, dedicated brothers, who were influential brothers in their neighborhoods and in their communities. You know what I mean? These brothers was meeting at Jim Brown House. This dude keep on talking about, oh, well, what led to it? What changed over 6 months ago? He trying to make it look like the truce was a result of the Rodney King thing. The Rodney King thing may have happened, and it may have generated the spirit in some other brothers, but it was brothers already working on this, man. My brother Twilight shook 12 hand back in 1988. The truce didn't happen till 92. You had brothers going all the way back that far to the 80s who was already on the pen and on the street trying to figure out a way to bring brothers together, man. What you're looking at right now is the nerve stem. What eventually came out of all those brothers to working together, these was the brothers who was the ones who deserved the credit for pulling it off. I was a kid coming up to that house, man, seeing Crips and Bloods from everywhere, blowing my little mind, dude, coming out of the projects Watts. Finish show lines, Rolling 60s. Peace be upon my boy Stone from Rolling 60s, man. Good brother, man. We lost some good ones, man. Stone and Tower, man. T, Jim, my brother Twilight. It's a lot of good brothers that's gone now, man. Let's keep going.
Met with Newton Street, and the sentiments of the police, and I'll be very honest with you, is that they're scared. Now, desperate people do desperate things. We're scared on this side of the table because we've been victimized severely. And now they're scared on the other side of the table because within people, there's power. See, now that power can be negative power or positive power. When I sat down and I talked with the police, you know what I found out? That they cut, they bleed, they cry, they die, they laugh, they love, just like we do. They have dreams and admirations just like we have, and that they're discriminated against in the own LAPD. That the black officers, when the uprising jumped off, they were pulled off the streets because the white officers didn't know what they were going to do. And there's not a lot of advancement for black officers inside the police department. And when they walk around in their civilian clothes, they get stopped just like we do. And when they're not in black and white cars, they get pulled over just like we do. It ain't got nothing to do with a cap, a jerry curl, or any of that. If your skin is darker than blue, they want to know who you are.
What's going to be the greatest benefit to the community where the gangs existed?
The greatest benefit? First and foremost, there's a new leadership. We are the new leadership. We understand politics. There's those of us that are 18 years old and older. We will launch a massive vote campaign. There will be no more political pimping. There will be no more preachers that can pimp off of the neighborhood. There was a time when the church and the reverend, the preacher was the leader of the black community because everybody was in church. A lot of these brothers don't go to church. See? So there's a whole new change in here. When I sit down and I talk to my 3-year-old daughter, I say, who's your favorite hero? You know what she says? She says, you are. So Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, and any other of those people who don't live in our communities are not our role models. The politicians and preachers are not our leaders. And it's funny, because when a black man stands up, he has to get questioned. We're not doing anything but just standing up. The bottom line, the one word, is respect. We'll respect the police. We want respect back. We'll respect some politicians. We want respect back. And those that don't respect us, we will vote them out. Outside of that, there will be a collective coming among us. But we don't want them to give us, and whoever the them or they are, we don't want them to give us anything. A fair day's wage for a fair day's work. We are a very competent and employable and capable workforce. That's what our teaching and training from the American program does. If you rebuild LA, who rebuild?
The American program, the responsibility of self-determination, man. Shouts out to Big Daoud, man. He in here right now, my big bro, man. Shouts out to my big bro Zodown up in here, man. Zodown in the house. Shouts out to Big E. I mean, with Little E. That's the Little E. But he know who he is already. But yeah, my nigga Lil E up in here, and I see Kenny B up in here. But on some real talk, the American program, the responsibility of self-determination. That program made a whole lot of us into the young men that we ended up becoming, and a lot of us became additions to our community. We were not subtractions. We brought to, we didn't take from, you understand? We became builders and not destroyers of our community, and all of that was due to that program, man. That program helped a lot of us. It didn't help everybody who went through it. A lot of us who did learn those with the responsibility of self-determination, life management skills, the American program. Hey, man, I know it had a positive effect on me. And I could name a bunch of other brothers, different blood and crip cats that became facilitators, right? You know, coming out of camp, juvenile camp, and running their own businesses right now today, man. Still part of a positive movement right now today for our people. This program, man, these are the brothers. That's what I said. We had peace before. We was able to do it before, man. When we were on the respect levels was a lot different back then, but nonetheless, we had it. What happened to it?
Solid was that truce. It was very...
Tell you what happened to it. It spread. This brother is from Denver. Let's listen closely.
Solid in LA for a minute. How solid was it in Denver?
It was very solid because, like I said earlier, whatever LA does, Denver has been very careful to say, man, if we're going to claim,
right,
if we're going to be cripping and being damoos, then we're going to do it. We're going to do it how it comes from the land. So people are very, very much so conscious of that. So when they said we're peacing, it's 92. I mean, you know, the OGs in Denver who have been coming back and forth to Los Angeles and LA, Bloods and Crips were living in Denver heavy. We tried it I mean, but you know, man, that early 90s generation, we just started banging. So, you know, I've done work in Watts, man, with
He said, everything LA do, we try to mimic it. I've done work in Watts, of course. But that's what the point I'm trying to make is it was spreading all over the country, man. You had ambassadors, man. My brother Dawu and all of them, Juan Longino and all of them, these dudes was flying Chicago, Detroit, Florida, Brazil, Europe, as ambassadors of the truce, man, of the peace between the Bloods and the Crips, and it spread all over the country, man.
Done work in Watts, man, with the, you know, shout out to Killer Sherrills, Daoud Sherrills, Jordan Downs, Haciendas,
yeah, that's right.
Nickerson Gardens,
the Hood, yeah, that's right.
All of them.
Shout out to Eastside Watts, Imperial, that's right. All four corners.
And just learning how they did it, man.
That's how you know. Learning how they did it. We did that, dog. Somebody paying respect. That's how you know when somebody's paying respects, man. When they name all 4 housing projects, that's how you know they paying their mother. Man, because all 4 of them housing developments hosted events where all the Crips and Bloods came and gathered. All 40. Just give all 4 credit, yeah? Just keep it in 400, man. I'm not here to play no games with you, man. I don't want to hurt nobody, man. We did what we did. Now, this is real talk, man. We really did what we did. And the crazy part is we done somehow, man, we done let these, it don't make no sense for the cancer to be back like that, man. It makes absolutely no sense. Not after all that work, man. Don't get me wrong. Oh, man, there's more to it. There's way more to it. All these brothers, man, that put their lives on the line, bro. These brothers put their lives on the line.
Breaking news at 6 o'clock, at least 5 people.
This was not easy work.
But we don't want. Solid was that truce.
I've done work in Watts, man.
Downside of that was if they reforked.
Anybody that want to know what happened to the peace? Y'all want to know what happened? What ended the peace? What was the catalyst? What was the situation that ended the peace? Let's listen to Lieutenant whatever his name is right here.
The downside of that was if they refocused their efforts on the police.
Lieutenant John Duncan fears that.
See, I was looking for this video because this is some crap that they was really putting out there, man, back in the day. Shouts out to the Deuce, man. See you in the house. Shouts out to Big Zo down, man. Zo in the house. Deuce in the house. What's up, baby? Love y'all to death. Love y'all to life. Y'all already know. But yeah, this is one of those things that those people, I don't want to be disrespectful, but the figs was putting out there. Listen very closely, because this was the initiation to the counterintelligence.
The gang rivalry could be put aside, only to focus anger on police. Police received a handwritten flyer that illustrates.
This is the propaganda they was putting out there, dog. Y'all want to know what happened to peace? What happened to the game peace? LHCD happened. That's what happened to it. Counterintelligence. Let's not play no games here. This is the same agency. This is the same agency that worked with the FBI to undermine the Black Panthers and attack them. They created the special weapons and tactics to go after the Black Panthers. This is the same agency that worked with the CIA to pump dope into the Black communities. You had a detective that confronted the director of the CIA at Locke High School about that. Over 2,000 people was there, man. And what's the first thing came out of his mouth? If you have evidence of this, I suggest that you go to your local local LAPD. He was LAPD. Gave you the name of operations that these are operations that the CIA had files on. You want to know what happened to the peace? That's what happened. Ask the homeboys from Imperial Courts, man. The mysterious shootings, mysterious drive-bys. Ask the OG homies from Avalon Gardens. That little shit that went down with G Money from Mellow Gangsters over in the circles. He shoots G, rides up in Front Street and shoot 2 Front Street. Same dude, disappears. Nobody ever see him again. That was a fucking cop.
concern.
Look at this shit. Like my son wrote that. This is the kind of, they immediately with the propaganda. Discredit and attack and discredit. This is what. That's right. Attack and discredit. Ain't that what they do? Attack and discredit. Check it out, man. Look at the picture, man. That's the picture that's gonna be part of the opening of the Twilight Hour show that we gonna be doing in memorial of my brother. But in this picture, right next to him there, you see Ray Ray, the same cat you just seen in the video. Then above him, holding the book and holding the Uprising book in his hand that the Twilight is featured in, and T. Rogers is featured in, is my boy Big Daoud. Then on his left, there's Hightower, the same cat you just heard of name in the video. Peace be upon Hightower, peace be upon my brother Twilight, man. But on some real stuff, man, these cats, man, these same cats you see in this picture, man. I think this was at the Million Man March. These dudes, man, they made it happen for our generation. This generation it's got to get. Hey, yo, man, there's no winner when it comes to this lifestyle. There's no winner. Nobody's going to win. Nobody's going to ever beat the other one and make them give up. If we put them in their place, it's not going to happen, man. This blood and Crip stuff, man, that's why it ain't going nowhere, because we're stiff-necked, sottish children. Stubborn and stupid. According to scripture. Stiff-necked, sottish children. Stubborn and stupid. Ain't nobody beat us at doing that, man. We real good at that whole fucking it off for ourselves. But hey, man, I'm just saying, dude, what happened to the gang piece? What happened to the gang piece indeed? Counterintelligence happened to the gang. Same thing happened to the gang piece happened to the Black Panther Party and other black army movements. It was undermined by the federal government of the United States, and federal dollars was taken and used to destroy movements and programs that was going to help secure and build the black community. That's something that they don't want. They want us full of dope and full of pistols and full of violence. Why you think they pump in the dope and pump in the guns? That's what they want, and that's what they're going to make sure happens. It's that, like my brother Twilight used to always say, never say what these devils can and can't do in their own country. The Black Panthers found out the hard way. We should have knew better, man. Brothers start catching cases, trumped up ass cases. All the charismatic brothers, man, they offered somebody offered my brother 30 keys of dope. Somebody he trusted, a good friend of his, out of nowhere, I'm talking about during the height of the gang truce, he got that offer. And talk to me about it, because I knew the guy too, because he did business with Twilight. They had, they managed they had a management company together, a production company together. Messing with all kinds of, rappers and, managing, dancers and stuff like that. So he trusted this dude. Came at him out of nowhere. I got 30 birds, man. If I came to you, can you move? Can you do something with them? Twilight sold dope. Once upon a time. But Twilight told him, man, I ain't been in the game in a long time, and I can't move nothing like that. If he wanted to. At that point, Twilight was he was a part of more science at that point. He wasn't finna do nothing that was gonna hurt his people. But that would tempt any man, 30 birds. And other brothers who were part of the movement, other leaders that was part of the movement, the best of the brothers, the most charismatic, you think Twilight was the only one got that offer? 30 birds. Some of the other brothers that were part of the movement probably figured they could move them 30 birds and get this money. Hey, I can use this money. It could be part of the revolution. It could be part of the movement. Ain't that how they got some of the Panthers eventually? Some of the other black brothers was black nationalist brothers that was trying to, do the right thing for our people. Hey man, this is not right, but hey, we can use this money. This money can be used towards our movement, man. And it sounds like a good idea, especially when you need money in order to have a movement. You gotta have resources. And that's probably just how they came at my brother and them, man. You never know, man. These people wicked as hell, man. I'll put nothing past them, especially stuff to see how they did the Panthers, dog. Counterintelligence, COINTELPRO, federally funded sabotage and espionage against American citizens, man, on record. Any of y'all think that they stopped doing that after being so successful against the Panthers? You're retarded. You better believe they still doing that same shit right now, undermining. Ain't no movement gonna exist in the United Snakes of Amnesia without the permission of the powers that be. That's why Black Lives Matter generated all that damn money. They knew what the hell that was, and that it wasn't gonna be no real benefit to the people. And look, it wasn't. Man, I done said my piece, dog. Love y'all to death, love y'all to life, man. Thanks for tuning in to the show, man. Hey, man. It breaks my heart, man. My homeboy lost his second son, man. This shit is crazy, man, but if we don't figure it out real quick, this ain't no plaything, man, but hey, I want to get off into another rant, man. Thanks for joining your boy, man. You were once again your boy Bam Bam Bellion. Want to watch Three Favorite Sons, your drum major for Just Us, because there is no Just Us for Just Us, man. Love y'all to death, love y'all to life, because we live in to die and we die to live again. 360 degrees. Comprehend, whether it be here or in the kingdom, I'm going to see every one of y'all again. Because we are God's chosen people. Bashima Mashiach Yahushua. Hey man, God select me. He protects me. God made the path so the world respects me. 0 to 12. Grandest creator. I pray for them both sides of the equator. Abba Yahweh, when will they learn? Keep this love for Babylon and you gonna burn. Right along with Babylon. Hey man, peace to y'all, man. Love y'all to death, love y'all to life, man. Till next time. Eastside Oz, because the Eastside is Oz.